Hi, I'm Ms. McLean, and this is a stats problem from Alex talking about the probability when OR is involved. Let's look at our problem. How are your grades? In a recent semester at a local university, 600 students enrolled in both Statistics 1 and Psychology 1. Of these students, 81 got an A in Statistics, 77 got an A in Psychology, and 39 got an A in both Statistics and Psychology. Round the answers to 4 decimal places as needed. And we're going to answer the following 2 questions. Part A, find the probability that a randomly chosen student got an A in Statistics or Psychology or both. And part B, find the probability that a randomly chosen student did not get an A in Statistics. So for part A, we're going to work with the OR, which we do have a formula when it comes to finding probability of either this event or this event. So you can see we're finding getting an A in Statistics or in Psychology. And then part B, we're going to be focusing on the complement. How do I know it's complement? Because I see the word not. So I'm going to switch my screen so that you can see my scratch work for these questions. Right, as you can see, I have the important information written down for this problem, and I also have a summary of questions, part A and part B. So let's first talk about part A. We want to find the probability that a student made an A in stats, psychology, or both. Of course, this should say in, not is. Okay, so an A in stats, psychology, or both. Now, I don't want to just add up my A in stats, my A in psych, and in both, because you need to keep in mind that if we add all these up, then you're over counting by the both number. Because keep in mind, in this 81, there are 39 students in there that scored the A in stats. And same thing in psychology. There are 39 students in there already that scored that A. Okay, so we are going to simply use our formula for finding probability of A or B. So that formula is where you're going to take your probability of A, you're going to add it to B, and you're going to subtract the intersection. And so what's happening here is we're going to let our event A be the stats. We're going to let our event B be psychology. And then, of course, and is going to cover both. So now I'm just going to plug in. Right, I'm going to let my calculator do this work for me. Right, so we're getting 119. I know that that is not my final solution because they're asking for probability. And we know probability is a solution that's in between 0 and 1. So I'm going to take my 119, which is actually my event in this case, and I'm going to divide it by my sample space, which is my total of 600 students. So I'm going to take 119 divided by 600. So I'm going to let my calculator do that work for me. Right, and here's our decimal. And of course, our problem had said that we want to round this to 4 decimal places. So 0.1983. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and now take a look at part B. So we want to find the probability that we did not get an A in statistics. So we know that 81 total students got our A in statistics. Now, what we need to realize is that we have a huge total here. We have a total of 600 students. And we need to keep in mind that we were only given a couple of pieces of information. So what we were not given were those students that made a B in the class, or a C, or a D, or an F in stats or psychology. Okay, so when it comes to the complement, using the word not, your formula is that we always start with the guarantee of 1, and we're going to subtract this event. So if I take out those that made an A in stats, it's going to leave me with those that did not get an A in stats. So in other words, the ones that made a B and a C and a D and so forth. Okay, so again, I want to know how many got the A in stats, which is 81 out of 600. So again, we start with a guarantee of 1. We subtract those that got an A in stats, and that's going to leave us with the amount that did not get an A in stats. Now I'm just going to let my calculator do this work for me. So I'm going to subtract. So 1 minus 81 divided by 600. And we get the decimal. Sorry, you can't really see very well. We get the decimal 0.865. So we don't have to do any rounding because we don't have 4 decimal places. So we're just going to leave it be. Okay. All right. So I'm going to switch my screen. Let's go ahead and put our solutions into our Alex problem. And let's check. And we can see we got them right. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to send me an email.